our request is watupatie kama mwili yake kwa hapa atupe mwili. We have a closure of this because it's been a long time.
For survivors, justice is not only about punishing perpetrators, but also about reparations, a fundamental pathway to healing that restores dignity, acknowledging harm and curbing of violations.
I'm glad that government has taken a position that there is need for compensation of victims, which means it's an admission that indeed they failed to protect the citizens, which is their responsibility. I hope that this is not just a political rhetoric, that we shall see victims of persons who have been killed extrajudicially and families of those people being compensated. And for us, survivors of abductions, we are still living in trauma.
While marking the International Day for the Right to the Truth, violations such as gender-based violence, post-election violence, and state abductions have been said to leave not only deep physical, but also psychological, social, and economic wounds on the victims and the society at large.
Sasa hata navyoongea na nyinyi na mainjari mingi ndani ya mwili yangu, lakini navumilia na still nitazidi kufight for my justice.
During Kenya's 2007-2008 post-election violence and the Gen Z protests, for instance, not only deaths were reported, but also widespread cases of sexual violence were documented.
The second is when the violation occurs, it is the state's responsibility to ensure that there's proper investigation and proper prosecutions. This is where the largest challenge has been. It hasn't started with the recent protests where we're calling on the state to hold those who are accountable, even for the post-election violence. I'll ask any of you, do you know a single person who was held criminally liable for the worst atrocities in our country? One?
For many survivors, the path to justice has been characterized by institutional neglect, systemic delays, and constant trauma, calling for reparations to ensure long-term psychological care to help survivors heal and reclaim their lives.
I found 2 people with rubber bullet wounds shot at point blank range. At Mbagathi, I found 40 people with not very serious gunshot wounds. At Nairobi Hospital, I found 2 people with minor injuries. When I got to Kenyatta, I saw 3 bodies lying there.
Robbie Chacha, K24 TV.